Hey there, Libras. This is your January 2019 Taroscope horoscope channeled message so that you make the most and get everything you want out of this January. So as always, I start with a channeled message from Spirit and I follow it up with a full-on Celtic cross. This time I'm doing two. Stay tuned to the end because I got some exciting announcements for y'all. Without further ado, Libra, here's the channeled message from Spirit. Stop, stop, stop. You're making it too hard. You're making it harder than it has to be. You're making it feel worse than it has to feel. Just allow yourself to admit, I feel disappointed. I feel disappointed. Instead of plowing through, trying to make the most out of it, trying to get the promotion, trying to do an extra project to get the bonus, trying to get more people to sign up, instead of trying to plow through to get the result that you want, just allow yourself to feel into, I feel disappointed. Because that really big crash that happened last year, Libra, was really about, this month is the lesson that you can learn it at a smaller level so you don't hit that big crash again in the future. You still got to process some of the emotions, clean up some of the vibrations, raise your energy so you don't crash again. This is a smaller month with smaller things at stake for you to shift the energy around it. So instead of trying to plow through ahead, that's what led to your crash, allow yourself to say, I feel disappointed. Like, I feel bummed. I feel disappointed. I didn't get the result I would have liked. Of course I'm bummed. I was thinking big. I was thinking I'd get this. I thought I'd have it by now. I had an expectation that didn't get met, so of course I feel disappointed. The underlying lesson is all about how to self-soothe and self-validate. A lot of this generation has really put on the expectation that you always come home with an A. Not everyone is good at art, science, math, literature, writing, poetry. Playing in music too. Oh, and getting that master's degree. And oh, and having 3 children. Oh, and making that $1 million. And baking and knowing how to roast chicken and be a baker of desserts. Not everyone is a natural at everything. A lot of things you're natural at. Some things you have to work hard for. Algebra. There's a person who is intuitive. They just get it. It's like looking at the back of their hand. They get an A. The other person, they go home and do their homework every night. They go twice a week to the teacher or to the student aid, the program that just helps you a little bit extra. And every Saturday they run through the problems again just so that they memorize it and build it into muscle memory, the rules of algebra, the rules of math. He gets an A. They're both an A. If you're the second person in this subject, in this area of your life, in this one-time project, man, I'm bummed I have to study so much. Of course I want to be like the other guy and just look at it, get it, so I could be outside playing. Don't beat yourself. That's the reaction we'd rather you have instead of, why am I so dumb? Why am I not getting this? What did I not do a good enough job? Like, fuck, why am I not like him? Oh, probably because I'm unworthy. Don't beat yourself up. Get out of that. Snap out. Snap out. Wake up. Admit you're disappointed. Learn the lesson so you don't face that big crash again. Wow, Libra, that was a pretty blunt message. Comment below. Let me know, how did that resonate? That was a pretty bold statement by Spirit. So I'm curious. Okay, in terms of what's coming ahead for you this month, you guys have the 2 of Michael reversed. So it's kind of like don't rush into action. The combo of these two is don't rush into action. Yes, there might be maybe you're the solopreneur, maybe you're running your own business. It's don't run into action in your business, or it's don't rush into action thinking you have to do it alone, or it's just don't rush into action is what this is saying. And you guys know how this works. You got to do the energy work first and then take action. And sometimes you do have to feel a little disappointment so that you really get clarity of, I want 20 people signed up, not 10. I want 100 people signed up, not 20. Because there might be an underlying lesson there of recognizing that maybe you're waking up to the fact that you're good enough to handle 100. Maybe as you feel the disappointment, you go through the course and it's, oh, I definitely could have handled more people. Sometimes you got to learn those lessons. You got to feel into it. Okay, So this is what's come. This is like the basis of the month for you. Don't rush to action. Don't rush to action. Don't rush to action. Do the energy work first and then make your decision. Do the energy work first and then take action. In terms of the reason why this is coming up about not rushing into action, do the energy work first, because you got divine magic and the Lover's card. So the Lover's card is definitely the major arcana card. Yes, you might have that soulmate, karmic, flame, twin flame come into your life, but it's also a card of like serious decisions. Am I going to listen to my head on this one, or am I going to listen to my heart? Sometimes you guys know, hey, I know that I can go into the distance with my emotions and go overboard. So I'm not going to fall for lust. This time I'm going to listen to my head and pace myself in love and follow my head. Other times it's, well, every time I listen to my head, my logic, I miss out on all these good opportunities, so this time I'm going to jump on it. So you have a pretty big decision to make, okay? And it's coupled with divine magic, so it is letting you know that you have everything within you to make the decision. So this also is indicating that whatever it is that you're just trying to plow through ahead and Spirit's trying to guide you to feel the disappointment, it's letting you know that it's kind of like you're at a crossroads of, is this the actual way that you want to make money? Is this the actual person that you want to marry and date? It's kind of trying to highlight for you that there literally might be a completely different way. And I know how that can feel. If you've worked like 10 years, 5 years, 2 years on making this business, on making this relationship work with this person, and maybe you have another tempting offer, or maybe you don't yet, but sometimes you got to admit that you don't feel satisfied in it, and then you can still allow yourself to do the current job you're doing. You got to pay the bills, right? But it can also be, well, what else is out there, Spirit? What other ways could I make this kind of money? It's about being open to possibilities, okay? Don't rush ahead, guys. Don't rush ahead. Do the energy work first. Okay, so I'll just keep going. Comment below if you have any questions on that. I'll come back and try to clarify for you guys. In terms of what's crossing the energy, ooh, you got the 7 of Michael. It's actually reversed, and you got the protection reversed. Okay, that's okay. Sorry for my reaction there. But it's kind of letting you know, like, there's a better course of action. I've never seen the challenge card as like a flat out smack in the face, so that there's a better course. There's either a better way to approach whatever it is you're plowing through ahead, or it's letting you know that there's a different way to do business. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys an extreme example here. I had someone who started a business for 2 years, and they were making money. It was good money, and then they realized, holy shit, that's not my passion. This is what I like. What I actually want to do is I actually want to be an artist. Sometimes, though, that the universe gives you what you want via the path of least resistance. So maybe you had some serious blocks or limited beliefs about artists. They can't make money. Maybe you had to, for 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, make money being self-employed, doing what it is you did, or maybe it's being a coach, for you just to learn the art of sales, the art that it's beautiful, so that maybe now you can sell art. Okay, you've been selling business, you've been selling confidence, you've been selling something entirely else, and now it's not as fulfilling as it used to be. So maybe it's like an entirely different industry for you. God, comment below, guys. Let me know what's going on. I'm so curious, Libra. Okay, in terms of what happened in your recent past, okay, in your recent past, you got the 9 of Ariel, which is definitely the 9 of, there's a lot to be very, very satisfied with life. 9 of Ariel is definitely, it is that the standard typical interpretation of this card is 9 of Pentacles. You have everything, the career's going well, money's fine, but you don't have that lover, or you don't have the full-on passion you'd like with your current partner. There's just a little bit lacking in the love and connection area of your life. What this means for you guys, though, this month, Libra, is that in the recent past, like, it's kind of like not fully celebrating the success that you do have. Instead of just, it's like you're almost just Debbie down on yourself and being disappointed that the success, the acceleration of the success didn't keep going at the level. It sounds like you had a crash last year. And you came back, instead of being back up here before you crashed, you're here, and you're just kind of like being a little hard on yourselves, guys. But it's kind of like they're telling you it's because it's supposed to be a period of contemplation for you. It's supposed to be a period of like, well, what would fulfill me? What would make me happy? Because sometimes spirit will not give you, like, I'll give you an example. When I was first starting this business, I was so afraid of doing it in the Bible Belt. I was so afraid of like doing this in the Bible Belt. My full-time job left the state though, and I didn't want to leave. I wanted to stay here, so I got a part-time job. It was just enough to cover my bills, but it was no fun money. And I was like, universe, come on, give me like 5 more hours a week here, or like give me another part-time job. But I didn't get it. I kept trying to plow ahead for like 3 months until I finally sat back. I was like, what would make me happy? And I was like, you know what would make me happy? This spiritual stuff, doing this. So the universe sometimes doesn't deliver what you think you want, more money, a new part-time job, because it's time to contemplate what would actually make you happy. Okay, so it kind of looks like you haven't done that. So wake up and do it. In terms of what's going on in the current moment, you've got, you got the New Beginnings upright card. You got reversed helpful person. So what's going on right now for you guys is that here you go. It's as if you think that you making a comeback, you re-offering whatever it is you're offering, you think you're making a comeback. You think that because it feels good to be doing it, that it is your end all be all. But it's not. I can tell you right now, it's whatever it is you're doing, it's just a stage of the journey. It's not the end result. That's all I can tell you. It's like maybe you took a hiatus from work, you took a sabbatical and you went and traveled, and now you're trying to come back to the exact same job. This new beginning, like it's not what you're supposed to be doing though. So enjoy it for what it is. It's feeding you, it's paying your bills, and just be open to, what are my other options out there? Universe, spirit, I would love to become aware. I'm on the process, I'm on the journey of discovering new ways for fulfillment. Maybe it just means you need to pick up a side hobby. Maybe it means a side business. Maybe it means going for the promotion. Maybe it means leaving your industry together and doing a whole nother thing. You're really misdirecting the sense of the intuitive action, the inspired idea that you got. You're misinterpreting it as being the end all be all. Wow. Sorry, Libras, whatever it is you're going through, whatever it is you think it's supposed to be. Okay, in terms of going into the future, you've got the Justice, Major Arcana card reversed, and you got the Weight card reversed. Okay, so this definitely means that coming into the future, there's going to be some disappointment that you're feeling. Guys, it really has to do that you got to rethink how you're doing business. Maybe it's, even though you know that will bring in sales in the short term, you got to think of your long-term brand and image too. Like, I know a lot of salespeople try to do the whole act now, act fast, you get this bonus. Act now, the doors are closing, carts are closing, and then hey, I'm reopening it. Close it again. Hey, I'm reopening it. Because you know the whole, you got to buy it now or you're out. But if you keep doing that, people are going to start realizing, oh, she's just going to reopen it. Oh, she's just going to redo it. I don't have to act now. Like, you really got to rethink the way you're doing shit. I mean, rethink the way you're doing shit. If I could sum your whole reading up, that's what it is in one sentence. Rethink the way you're doing shit. Going back to the full in-depth read, though, the Justice reverse is letting you know that going into the future, there's going to be some disappointment. You're going to say, that's not fair. I don't get it. I did a better job than last time, but I didn't get the same results. And it's essentially because it looks like you're not going to take the time to do the energy work. It's like you might do the 15-minute, 15 minutes, I meditated, I feel better, I'm aligned, now I'm going to do action. No, sometimes you got to do the 15 minutes every day. Sometimes when I meditate, guys, it's not about meditation to jump to the better thought. It's not about meditation to raise your vibration. It's not about meditation to bring your thought to one thing. Those are all great types of meditations. Sometimes the meditation is about, how do I feel? Oh, loneliness came up. Instead of trying to jump to, well, how can I raise that vibration? Just go to, well, why do you feel lonely? What part of me feels lonely? And then it's, oh, well, I guess I just wish I had an assistant who would help me with this. If you don't take the time to explore that loneliness feeling, The loneliness might be trying to tell you that, hey, it's time to hire an employee. Hey, it's time to get your partner involved in your business. Sometimes you got to explore those feelings and say, well, where are you coming from? Like, I love you. I'm here with you. You guys got to do that, man, because that's some serious disappointment coming ahead for you guys. Sorry, guys. Comment below. What's going on? I'll try to help you. Well, I'm not going to help you cheer up because the advice was about exploring your emotions more. So I'll try to help you explore your emotions more. Okay, in terms of your personal power this month. Interesting. Your personal power this month definitely has to do with your career. King of Air is upright. Let yourself receive is upright. So it's kind of like, there's obviously the cliche, you don't have to do it all yourself. You don't have to do it all alone. You can allow and help. But it's also, you don't have to plow ahead anymore. You don't have to be the sole person wise enough to make the decision. You don't have to plow ahead anymore. And it's also about being willing to allow yourself to receive. How else can I get this done? Is there anything else I could do instead of this? Get back to, it's kind of like when you're a kid and you're on a playground and you get hyper-focused on the slide. You run to the slide and keep going up and down it, up and down it, up and down it. In the beginning, it's fun, but then it's like, I'm doing this because I want to have fun. I'm doing this because I want to have fun. When sometimes it's take a step back. What are the other toys on here? Well, doing the monkey bars, is it going to use different muscles than the slide? Yeah, on the slide, you got to use your legs to get up the ladder. The monkey bars, you got to use your arms and your shoulders. So might it feel a little awkward? Might it feel a little new? Yes, absolutely. It doesn't, the monkey bars might be what you're supposed to be doing though. Okay, I hope that helps describe it for you guys, man. Okay, in terms of outside influences this month. Outside influences this month. That is an interest. So you got the synchronicity reversed with the Empress upright. So that crash that happened last year for you guys, you're definitely a stronger person, a more confident person, a more, fuck, if I can make it through that, I can make it through anything. What you got, universe? But do you hear the little bit of toughness, the little bit of guardedness in that? That little bit of, if I could handle that, I could handle anything, is what's blocking the desired result that you want. It's what's not allowing the full on, whatever crash you had last year, it's because you hit a really high. So let's just say you made $1 million, but then you crashed and spent it all. You made $1 million, but then every other area of your life fucking fell to pieces. Whatever it was, it's not, well, if I can handle that, I can handle anything. It's like, okay, I handled it. I survived. I made it. I'm a new person now. How can I handle it differently next time? Is there anything else I could have done? Try to learn all the life lessons you can out of it so you don't hit that crash again in the future, guys. In terms of your hopes or fears this month, oh, yeah, wow. So it looks like your fear is that if you don't do the plowing ahead that they're talking about, if you don't maybe you're trying to force ads, maybe you're closing the doors, reopening it. Maybe you're no, damn it, this one company is going to be the company that pays me $100K, $200K, $300K, $500,000, whatever number you're at. This is going to be the company that pays me that. And you're just working harder and harder and harder and harder for them. But then another year goes by and you're like, fuck, they didn't even give me a $200 Christmas bonus, because you need to explore your options. So you're definitely afraid of not getting the result that you want. So you're plowing ahead, but it's not because you're not working hard enough. It's because you're not exploring your options to see if there's something else you could do, or there's something else entirely else that you're supposed to be doing. Libra, this is a big one for you. This is a fucking huge month for you, man. Okay, in terms of your outcome for this month, it definitely looks like whatever disappointment you have in your career or whatever it is you're working on, it looks like you are gonna turn a little bit to a loved one for comfort, whether it be a lover, a new friendship, a new relationship, or friends or family. It does look like you're gonna be It's going to open your eyes a little bit to start being aware of the love you have in your life. It's kind of like, think of it this way. If you're plowing through at work, you have all that momentum, all that adrenaline running through you. When you come home, you could be in a position of, okay, I'm hanging out with my family. You're eating the food fast. You're like, I hung out with you guys. How was school? How was work? Wife, how are you? How are you? How are you? Great. I did my duties. I'm going back to work. That's not fucking love. That's you're plowing through the love and connection. And love and connection is about, here's my quality time that I'm shutting everything else in my mind off so that I can just be with you. You're going to have a little bit of awakening to return to that this month, because it's definitely, you got to simplify your life, and it's reversed. That means you're ignoring the fact that you got to simplify your life. You got to cut some activities out. You got to cut down the number of friends you have. And no one actively likes to kick friends out of their life. No, I don't know anyone who enjoys doing that. But if you're in the beautiful position of, I've got 6 beautiful best friends, I got to cut some back. Like, I mean, I know that decision sucks, but you got to simplify your life, man. You're definitely either trying to do too much or you're trying to just plow ahead when you don't need to plow ahead. Okay, Libra, so the exciting news I have is that this month Spirit guided me to open up one-on-one private reads for you guys. So if you were looking for a recorded video of your own, and I kept this at the OG rates too, I didn't raise it. It's still $150 what I offered it at when I first opened doors well over 2 years ago. I'm going to offer it this whole month or until it sells out. So if you guys would like that, just click below. You'll be redirected to a typical checkout page where you enter the normal details, and then you'll have a form where you can enter your specific questions that you have that I'll definitely answer on the video for you, but I'll also channel Spirit's message in general for you too. So you get the answers to what you want answers to, and you get the answers to the questions that you don't even know you need to be asking. If you guys want that, click below. To everyone who donates to this channel, thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. If you got any value from this video and would like to give back so that I could keep making more videos, there's a link down below. I appreciate it so much. I'd appreciate a thumbs up, a subscribe, a share. It will really help me. I'm really looking forward to grow and serving more people this month, so I would much appreciate that. I love you, Aries, and good luck this month. Mwah.